Okay, guys. I wanted to check in. I wanted to get this video venue, this series going. There's been some attacks made on my accounts. Right after I did the Cicero video about the enemy within the gates, that a traitor, is more dangerous than a murderer. It's the quote by Cicero. Anyway, really fascinating. Let me show you something. Watch this. We're going to do a Google search for Before the Fire. Okay, now Google is censoring stuff, right? Well, so when you go to beforethefire.com, watch. Warning, okay, it says this web may harm your computer. Well, let's try an AVG search. Watch this. And I've talked to someone who's a leader in the field of internet security, works for some of the largest companies in the world. And there's a few ideas behind this. One is, that the spiders that they send out through whatever the search engines are look for keywords in order to identify sites that are allegedly contain malware, or, would be keywords that the government doesn't want being seen, because we know we're being censored now. So I'm going to do an AVG search. Watch for Before the Fire. Beforethefire.com. And see what happens there. Okay, so beforethefire.com right here. And so now watch this. Okay, so this has a big red screen. The screens are changing. So as soon as I did the video on Hillary Clinton and Obama and the quote from Cicero, well, the powers that be know. I told you I've had the FBI show up at my house, because of my videos. They don't like my videos. Now let me show you something else. Let me show you another computer right here. Let's see. Let me see if I can get. Let me see if I can get this close enough. There we go. I'm going to show you another computer screen right here, and I'm going to do an Internet Explorer search right here. And now, watch this. Before the Fire right there. So if I go to Before the Fire right now on this computer, okay, so I'm going to Before the Fire, and there it is. There's a whole website. It's fine. There's no malware. See, there's Before the Fire right there. There's no malware, no nothing. It's functioning fine, but the idea is they want to scare people, like, oh no, don't go to this site. It's gonna mess up your computer. So we're trying to figure out what we can do about it, and what our recourse is to deal with it, short of having to just redo the whole thing. There's so much data involved, it's crazy. So they're really trying to throw a monkey wrench in what I'm doing. Okay, that being said, I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. So here's the other one there. Let's see, here's the other search. There's that one, there's that one. And then over there, it's absolutely fine. And I know that different search engines use different type of spiders that go out, but we know that Google is censoring stuff. This is like a psyop right here. This is ridiculous. So anyway, now, one thing I want to do is let y'all know we are going to continue the series. I will do that. I've been working till 12 a.m., 1 a.m. in the morning, just killing myself for the last, 3 or 4 days, and I should be done by tonight. So tomorrow, I'm going to do a video on the Arch of Baal that's coming to New York. Surprise! The location's been disclosed, but what's really interesting is they lied to us about they didn't know where it was going to be. They knew exactly where it was going to be, and it's going to be in front of the Manhattan City Hall. And what I'll do is I'll give you all the details on that, and then let me show you the spiritual meaning behind it. Pretty significant, pretty profound. So we're going to do a recap on the Arch of Baal and all that from London and Trafalgar Square. I want to show you something. Other videos of mine have been getting hit, even though I was using still images. Let me show you what's going on here. This is very fascinating. This is just really fascinating. What's happening here is the birthing the new race. Look at this. Blocked worldwide. See it right here, blocked worldwide. This is so significant. Now, even though I can get this, some people can get to this video. Some people can get to this video, but a lot of people can't. If you're in other countries, you certainly can't get this. But what's so profound about this video is it literally proves out exactly what I've been saying since the beginning. This whole thing is about worship of the female, which mother goddess, which is Satan posing as God. And so that's why this whole stadium was a giant vagina. That's why, in this video, when you look at images of the Virgin, that's a vagina, people. That's not just, some innocuous image of the Virgin. That is straight up a vagina. And so, now that the mystery has been solved, and once again, if you go to the video I did on the altar of St. Peter, which is right here, it's the female reproductive system. And when you turn it right side up, it's a dead sheep. Well, that's what this is all about, the whole story. And I'm going to break down those commercials for you, like I told you that, series we're going to do. I'm going to start on that tomorrow, no matter what. Even if my other site's down, I don't care. I'll be doing it on YouTube. If we need to have a link that's active in the public's view just for donations, that's fine. But that they used our website that keeps everything afloat, and they went for the jugular by putting these things on it. That way, they're trying to destroy the ministry, and we're not monetized. We will not sell one thing. Everything's for free. We've never sold a thing. Everything's for free here. We just give it away, and we help others. That's it. And so, they're trying to hammer us, obviously. It works over there, but anything associated with Google, they're trying to cut our throat. There's a saying, amongst pilots. Do you know when a pilot catches the most fire? Like trying to shoot down a plane. When does a pilot catch the most fire? When he's directly over the target. Yeah. And I'm going to show you just how over the target we are. Because this deal's solved. It's not even a question about it. The mystery's solved. We know who the bad guys are. It's starting to manifest in the government. When the Congress and the Oversight Committee has to subpoena the FBI, you're in deep, 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 deep trouble. And that's what just happened. Instead of sharing the information, we had to subpoena the FBI. That's insane. So, I will continue to do what I do. I will continue to post these videos on YouTube. If y'all can get this video, Olympic Giant Vagina Birthing New Race, if you can get it, you might want to download it onto your hard drive. Because, once again, when you're over the target, that's when you're going to take the most fire. And they're starting to knock my videos off YouTube. They're taking them down with no reason. No reason. And so it's fascinating. Look at what's happening to a website that's been fully functional for years and years and years. They're hammering it. So I'm over the target. All right, guys. Peace and grace. I'm sorry I haven't been active. Like I said, I've been working till 12, 1 in the morning for the PAT. You just constantly. And I'll be done hopefully by tonight. I'm literally just taking a break from work right now just to do this, just to stay updated. So peace and grace.